and this is your S&P day trade setup for today. So we are on the move down at the moment, and quite a big move right now. But let's just have a look at a couple of things here before we drill down. So as far as I'm concerned, the confusion continues. Even this little move that we're doing now, it doesn't really excite me right now. So have a look at how many bearish signals there have been. There's one. Okay, that's an engulfing bar. Here's a piercing pattern. Okay, there's an inside bar. There's another inside bar. And now we've got confirmation on the fourth bearish pattern off the 150 EMA. Okay, all fine and well, but I don't trust this as far as I can throw it right now. So clearly this area here of this 2968, 2967 area is an area that that's an area that the bears are clearly targeting, and you can see the bulls keep trying to push this up, keep trying to push this up, keep trying to push this up. Now we were running along this trend line. We had a trend line formed, and then we popped below it and then rallied. So now, is that a flat top triangle? That is a classic consolidation pattern for a break to the upside. That's the one side of it, and the other side of it is pretty much, this is just a range. And that's kind of what I'm inclining to believe, is we're in a range here. There's no real bottom for the range. I'm just selecting this 2781 area because it just seems to be the most logical, and that's my inside tail there. Okay, but we could argue that the bottom of that tells a range, bottom of this tells a range. It doesn't really matter. The fact of the matter is it's in a range. If you look at my oscillators right now, so first one to look at is the stochastic MACD. It is flat, and it's hovering just about above the zero line. There's no trend here. This is flat. Look at my stochastics. They've been all over the place up until going into the close here. Now they're starting to group. Look what happened the last time they started to do this. Okay, up, group, they group together, and then they fall off. And this is pretty much just indicating that we are overbought right now. That's all it's telling us. It doesn't necessarily mean the market's going to fall. Oscillators are just there as a guideline, and you need to use your support and resistance as your key indicator. If we just break down to the 3 hour, and let's just zoom out a bit. That picture there, well, this picture here, let's just frame it. Take a snapshot if you want. That there is a picture of confusion. And as far as I'm concerned, I have no clue what they're trying to do here. Okay, and I don't think any of the big traders actually know what they want to do here. And I think what I'm leaning toward believing is that the volumes are there, but there are a lot more retail traders that are in this market at the moment, who are reading the news, who are trading off the news, who are not, or trading off emotion. And what's basically happening is they're all believing that this market's going to fall to the floor, and they're driving it down. And then the big money is coming in from the bottom, from certain levels, and starting to accumulate. That's kind of just the picture I'm getting at the moment. And the reason I say that is, have a look. When we got into this area, the buying was quite frequent. Buying, 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 buying. And we sort of sold off that level, which was 61.8. And of course, every man and his dog was looking to be short off there. Sold it off, but the buyers had captured a level. They were waiting again, accumulate again, drive up, accumulate again. I mean, that pin bar off a level is a pretty bullish signal. Accumulate again, up, drive it into here. Then even managed to start pushing through a little bit. And now we've got the smaller money that is sitting in this area saying, oh, second attempt here. Let's drive this thing down. It's got to go down, got to go down, got to go down. Now, no, that probably just given me 10,000 dislikes. But anyway, the fact of the matter here is nobody really knows what's going to happen. The economy is in dire straits. The fundamentals are all pointing to a short, and the traditional way that traders traded was on fundamentals. So most of your big organizations still trade fundamentals. So as far as they're concerned, the economy is not moving anywhere. We had negative data yesterday, and the market tried to rally off negative data. We're talking about 25 million jobs lost. That's not going to come back in the blink of an eye. And it doesn't matter whether the Feds print money. Printing money is basically going to, how do I put it, the dollar is going to be strengthened. There's so many, the bond market's going to fall. There's so many moving parts to this. And when you start getting, as a retail trader, start getting tied up in that kind of nonsense, that's when you're trading with emotion, and that's not the time to trade. So anyway, to me, this is confusion. It does look like we've got a bit of consolidation here, and that consolidation could be for, I suppose, let's just fine tune this block here. That's our consolidation. So this consolidation could be top of range for a move to the downside, or it could be a flag for a move to the upside. Okay, there's merit for both directions at the moment. And, a break to the downside, we're going to have the bears shouting and screaming and telling us, told you so, the market's falling. But bet your bottom dollar, when you get back down to the bottom of this range, big money's waiting there for you. And they're going to buy, take out the stops, the trailing stops that'll be moving down, and drive it back up. Okay, what they're going to be looking for is those guys that are sitting up here with big stops. Those are the guys that they're looking for. So anyway, this is the reason why I don't want to be short overnight on this stuff. Right. Enough rambling. Let's just see if there is actually an opportunity. And to be honest, I don't see one. Well, actually, I do see one. Just keep my money in my pocket. That's probably the safest one. I do see that there was a breakout here in this area here, and it coincides with a gap. So that does look like an area which could be targeted. I'm a bit reluctant for that at the moment. We are oversold right now. I'm looking at the hour. So we are oversold on the hour. This could be an area that buyers will be waiting to drive it back up to the top of this mini range. Remember, this is a range inside a range. If we do break below this level, what is that level? So if we do break below 29.14, I would say we're going to target this gap here. So that could be an opportunity, but I'd want to see a break and a retest. Okay. And probably, I'm not even going to bother with moving averages because we're all over the place with that. Unless you drop down to something like a 15-minute chart, and then you trade your moving averages on the 15. But even on the 15-minute chart, I mean, look at this mess from yesterday. I mean, all of this was yesterday. Now, whenever you see tails like that, I mean, that's barbed wire. That's indecision. Indecision there. Indecision there. Okay, it's only in the Asian session that we now basically figured out what we're doing and moving to the downside. I don't like it, guys. I really don't like it. And it's just, it just smells like a trap to me. And the problem is, it could be a trap for the bulls and it could be a trap for the bears. So for as long as we're stuck in this range, I think there's no real rhyme or reason why you should be looking for any trades. A move to the upside here is not going to excite me either. So the fact that we've created, if you see this, it looks like a start of a rounding top. You can see there's a high. You can argue that's a double top and then a lower high. Okay, so if that's a double top there, or triple top if you want to call it that, that's a neckline. So then that would be a break to the downside. So a break of that gives us that kind of move there. Problem with that move is I don't see structure. I don't see any structure in that area that is, apart from way back here. A little bit of structure here. But there's more structure right here at the gap. And also test the neckline of this head and shoulders break. Anyway, so guys, as you can hear, I am totally confused, have no idea what I'm doing today. So that's a signal for me to not even bother with a trade today. Take a long weekend, come back refreshed on Monday. Hopefully something transpires by then. But this is not exciting me in any direction right now. Yesterday I would have expected a bit of a consolidation and then potentially a break to the upside. That was just the logic. But this little grind to the downside is leading me to believe that we could be tired at the moment, which end of the week, which is possible, and we're going to get some kind of a sell-off, maybe into this area, maybe even down to the bottom of the range. But I'm not willing to bet on that. I don't see any structure that I can trade off, and for that reason, I'll be sitting on the sidelines. So anyway, if you're going to trade this, please keep your stops really, really tight, and try and preserve your capital, because I think there are going to be people out there that are going to be out there to take your money. Anyway, hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers for now.